Now this Saturday it is the biggest race of them all as the Grand National takes place at Aintree. Well, joining us now to give us his preview for the big race is Sean Boyce. Sean, always good to speak to you. So people are going to be waking up on Saturday morning, they'll be looking in the papers, they'll be picking their horses based on all sorts of different reasons, even people that don't follow horse racing. Give us a bit of an overview as to who we need to look out for in this race.
First of all, I would never put anyone off whatever they like. I've learned that lesson over years and years. People think you're a bit of an expert, and I've picked it by the name, and they can be right and I can be wrong. So whatever your method, go with it. Back your judgment, because anything can happen. However, there are some trends in the Grand National. The field is smaller now, 34 maximum, used to be 40, and the quality of horses is getting higher and higher. The age of the winner is trending younger. So we're moving towards progressive, high-quality horses, which leaves you with probably a handful of horses at the front of the market from which the winner is most likely to come. And
in terms of that handful, people love to support Rachel Blackmore,
yes,
of course. Became the first woman to ride the winner in 2021, Minella Times. Who is she riding this time?
Well, she rides the horse that I gave you this time last year, as I'm sure you'll remember, Joe. Minella Indo, she rode this time last year, who ran a cracker for us at 33-1, but finished third. Now, he was 11 last year, which means that he's 12 this year, which is not ancient, but it's getting tougher for him as a 12-year-old. He's carrying nearly the same weight as last year, so it'd be tough for him. But I could see him running really well again, Minella Indo, for Rachel. Henry de Bromhead, the trainer, he's come back into form. But last year's winner, those green and gold colours that you saw there of Minella at the time, those are the colours of Iron Maximus, JP McManus, who's got 5 in the race, including 3 of the top fancies in the field. So he's got a massive hand, including last year's winner, Iron Maximus.
Yeah, because I was looking here, JP McManus, 3 runners in the top 6 of the betting, actually. Should one of his horses win, he'll have the outright record for the most national wins by any owner.
Yes.
Does that kind of mean that people should be looking towards those colours?
He's got an extremely strong hand. He's had a strong season, JP McManus. He's always owned hundreds and hundreds of horses. Massively successful businessman, very shrewd operator. But this year he's got an awful lot of quality horses as well. Won the Gold Cup at the Cheltenham Festival this year. He's got Iron Maximus, who won it last year. He'll carry top weight, giving weight to all of his rivals. He's got Iroko, who started his life in France. Chantry House, Percival Le Gallois, tricky name, but a horse with a big chance. And he's got Meeting of the Waters. Put them all together, all those JP horses, what's the chance of them winning? Well, bookmakers will only give you about 2-1. That one of those horses wins. If you think that he can have the first 3, which would be ridiculous, but not impossible, 33-1 I've seen about that.
OK, and people that watch this channel like to look out for Sir Alex Ferguson's involvement as well. His team owned Hitman. Talented, yes, but probably an outsider for this one.
Big outsider, but between you and I, Joe, he's on my shortlist, and I've had a few shillings on Hitman. 2 question marks about him. One is that he comes second a lot, so there's a bit of a question mark as to how much he really wants to go and win races, which I think is a bit unfair. But the bigger question mark for him is the distance. This is 4¼ miles. He's never run anywhere near that far in his life, but he ran quite well over 3 miles at Newbury last time out. He's a good horse, Hitman, jumps really well. The ground will be OK for him. He'll travel through the race well. I think he'll give you a run for your money. 100-1, Hitman.
Okay. Worth a punt then.
I think so.
So that's on your shortlist. I am going to put you on the spot. Yes. Who do you fancy? Give me a name. I'm going to write it down in my notebook.
OK. Well, I gave you Minella Indo last year. I think he can run really well again. He'll be a similar price this year. But the most likely winner for me is a grey horse called Intense Raffles, who started his life off in France, won the Irish Grand National this time last year, been brilliantly campaigned, really well handicapped, jumps brilliantly, touch wood. I think he'll go really well. And
actually, quite a lot of people do pick the grey horse as well sometimes.
They don't have a great record, sadly, the greys. But yeah, they're easy to spot when you're watching it on the telly, which helps. But he's a genuine contender, high-class form. Each horse carries a weight based on their ability, and if the British handicapper could reassess the horse on what he knows now, he'd be carrying at least £5 more than he is. So when we say he's well in the handicap, that's what we mean. He's even better than his handicap mark.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it. Sean, thank you for your insight. Thank you very much.